Last episode, I told you how I went from quitting my job to traveling through Thailand and Japan, absolutely no Pokemon card addiction, to whatever this financially irresponsible situation is. Today, we're continuing one of the most iconic, sacred, nostalgic, and emotionally dangerous missions in Pokemon collecting, completing the entire Pokédex. And today, I'll be working on completing the Gen 1 151 Pokemon. That's right. Bulbasaur to Mew, the Pokemon that raised us, the Pokemon that made the playground feel like some kind of strange, monster-driven stock market, and the Pokemon that made every child believe that that bent holographic Charizard of theirs was some sort of house deposit in the future. Now, this binder isn't empty, but today I'm going to be filling the final 20 slots and getting one step closer to completing my Pokédex binder. I've got around 20 singles to load in today. We'll go through the binder progress and talk about why Gen 1 still has the strongest grip on grown adults today. And at the end, as always, we'll be ripping around 8 packs. In episode 1, I spoke about how TCG Mandem started. The short version is, I went traveling, went to Japan, got completely humbled by how beautiful Pokemon cards are, and ended up buying way too much product. Came home and looked at my bank account and thought, yeah, this needs to be a YouTube channel. So now we're here, and I wanted episode 2 to be something special that actually moves the collection forward. Not just opening some packs, not just losing my mind because I pulled some crazy art rare, but actually building something. Or more accurately, completing something. And for me, the most obvious project was finishing up that 151 section of my Pokédex binder. And really, even if you haven't collected Pokemon in years, or even at all, you're gonna know these Pokemon. You might not know who Baxcalibur is.
What?
You might not know that there's like 400 different versions of Charizard cards out there. And you might even know what a special art rare is, but you know Pikachu, you know Squirtle, and you know Mewtwo. And if you're from my generation, you know the emotional trauma of watching Ash release Butterfree. That hit deep. I'm still not over it personally. So this is the plan. Binder is a Pokédex style binder, which means that every Pokemon is going into it in numerical order. So we start with Bulbasaur and go all the way through to Mew. This is not just some random binder where cards are thrown in like a bunch of tangled cables. The goal isn't necessarily to have the most expensive version of every Pokemon. Initially, I just want to have all of them in there as commons, and then as time goes on, I'll look at upgrading and evolving those Pokemon, just as is in the nature of Pokemon itself. So for now, the aim is simple: fill the missing slots, complete the Gen 1 Pokédex, and upgrade this over time. The reason why I chose this Pokédex binder as my first mission is because it really gives my collection some purpose. And the last thing you want to do is collect without any goal or objective. That is just an endless money sink that you'll never recover from. Like, don't get me wrong, opening packs is a lot of fun, but sometimes you end up with a bunch of cards in piles with absolutely no direction. You get excited, you open everything, then suddenly you've got 19 duplicates of the same Pokemon and absolutely no idea what you're doing with them. But this Pokédex binder gives everything a bit of structure, really turns the collecting into like a mission. Every card has its place. Every Pokemon has its slot. Empty space becomes personal. I found myself lying in bed like, why don't I have a decent common card? And nobody should really be stressing about common cards, but here I am. So for today's episode, I picked 20 Gen 1 singles. Some are iconic, some are underrated. Some are there just because the Pokédex said so. And that's the beauty of Gen 1. You go from legendary Pokemon like Mewtwo to a Seal, literally called Seal. Not even spelled properly, just Seal, S-E-E-L. The Pokemon company looked at a seal and went, what should we call this? Seal? Yeah, time for some lunch. So today's 20 Pokemon that are going into the binder are Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Pikachu, Nidoran, Jigglypuff, Oddish, Diglett, Meowth, Psyduck, Growlithe, Poliwag, Machop, Geodude, Ponyta, Slowpoke, Magnemite, Ghastly, Eevee, and my boy Snorlax. It's a pretty strong lineup of Pokemon to be putting into the binder today. We've got starters, we've got Pikachu, we've got Eevee, some of the most loved Pokemon out there, and we've obviously got Snorlax, who is basically my spirit animal after a huge Chinese takeaway. And we've even got Psyduck, who represents my mental state every time I check the Pokemon card market. Pokédex number 1 is Bulbasaur. the little cabbage dinosaur that deserves way more respect. Everyone always talks about Charmander and Squirtle, but Bulbasaur was a sensible choice, especially if you wanted to get through those first few gyms with absolute ease. Number 2, we've got Charmander, one of the most iconic Pokemon ever. This little orange lizard is responsible for half the reason that Pokemon cards cost so much in the first place. We all know that Charmander evolves into Charizard, and Charizard grows into financial instability. At number 3, we've got Squirtle, one of the coolest starters. There's no debate for it. He had sunglasses in the anime, and that's all the evidence I need. If your Pokemon has got its own gang and coordinated eyewear, it automatically wins. At number 4, we've got Pikachu, the mascot and the face of Pokemon, the little yellow electric mouse that somehow became more recognizable than most world leaders. At number 5, we've got Nidoran, classic early root Pokemon. I got a lot of respect for Nidoran because that evolution line gets so serious so quick. It starts as a small little purple rabbit thing and then ends up as Nidoking. What a glow up. Nidoking definitely looks like the kind of Pokemon that would bounce you out of a nightclub quicker than you can say gotta catch 'em all. At number 6, we've got Jigglypuff, one of the funniest Pokemon in the anime in my opinion. It literally sings everybody to sleep, then gets offended and draws on their faces. Honestly, iconic behavior. At number 7, we've got Oddish, a tiny little plant Pokemon that looks like it's just overheard gossip and is leaving the scene immediately. Not the flashiest, not the most expensive, but absolutely necessary. At number 8, we've got Diglett, a Pokemon that's literally just a head coming out of the ground. Nobody knows what's underneath. And honestly, I don't want to know. Some mysteries are best left unsolved. At number 9, we've got Meowth. This one is iconic because of Team Rocket. The Pokemon that learned how to talk and immediately decided, I'm going into a life of crime. That is real ambition. At number 10, we've got Psyduck, the official Pokemon of having too many tabs open in your brain. Constant headache. Confused, occasionally powerful by accident. At number 11, we've got Growlithe, one of the best dog Pokemon ever in my opinion. Loyal, super cool design. Evolves into Arcanine, who basically is a legendary Pokemon. I'm pretty sure the Pokemon company intended him to be a legendary Pokemon, but sacked him off. At number 12, we've got Poliwag, the Pokemon with a spiral on its belly that looks like it's trying to hypnotize you into opening more packs. At number 13, we've got Machop, the tiny gym bro Pokemon. This is the Pokemon that wakes up at 5 a.m., drinks a protein shake, and tells you discipline beats motivation. At number 14, we've got Geodude, a rock with arms. That's it, that's the design. And somehow it works. Number 15, we've got Ponyta, beautiful design, a horse that's literally on fire, which sounds majestic until you realize it would absolutely be impossible to ensure. At number 16, we've got Slowpoke, another deeply relatable Pokemon. Slow, peaceful, slightly confused, but somehow still thriving. Slowpoke is basically who I aspire to be. No stress, no urgency, just vibes. At number 17, we've got Magnemite, a floating magnet with an eye. Gen 1 design really was wild. They really said, what if a screw had feelings? And somehow it became iconic. At number 18, we've got Ghastly, one of the best Gen 1 evolution lines in my opinion. We've got Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. This is where Pokemon got kind of spooky, but still super cool. At number 19, we've got Eevee, one of the greatest Pokemon ever made, and one of the most loved Pokemon ever made. Eevee really has that evolution potential. And the fact that everybody has a favorite evolution and will defend it like a political belief. And at number 20, we've got Snorlax, the absolute king. Big, sleepy, blocks a goddamn road, eats absolutely everything, and somehow everybody still loves him. Snorlax proves that confidence is absolutely everything. He does nothing quickly, he causes inconvenience, he requires a flute to move, and is still an icon. So that's the Gen 1 Pokédex complete, and I'm not gonna lie, it already feels super addictive. There's something really satisfying about seeing those empty slots get filled, and I know we've not completed the whole Pokédex, but this is exactly what I wanted from today's episode, making some progress. And one thing I want this binder to show over time is that progress. So not every card needs to be the final version straight away. A basic common can hold a slot for now, that's not a problem to me. And then later, when I decide to upgrade it, maybe you go for a reverse holo, an art rare, maybe a secret art rare, and who knows, even a vintage card. And that's the real danger of this binder. You fill a gap, feel proud of yourself, and then immediately decide, actually, this card could be shinier. It's never really finished. It's constantly evolving, just like Pokemon themselves. And now, because every episode ends with a pack rip, we've got a few packs to open. And really the goal is simple. Can we pull anything that deserves to be in the binder or something I don't have? And we've got 3 packs of Mega Ninja Spinner, And then we have 4 packs of Mega Brave. And then 1 pack of Super Electric Breaker. Right, let's get it. First pack of Mega Ninja Spinner. Trainer card. Do not know your name. Got our cheeky boy Fennekin. Beldum. And oh my god, a Gorgai secret rare. Wow, straight off rip getting hits. Very happy about that. Wow, treating us really well. All right, pack 2 of Mega Ninja Spinner. Net. Crobat. And oh my god, very nice. Got ourselves another AR. All right, pack 3 of Mega Ninja Spinner. There's no way we get a hit out of this one as well, right? Fennekin, Beldum, Esper. Yeah. We can't be that lucky. All right, first pack of Mega Brave. Looks like we got some C-Dot. And, oh, very cool. Absol, double rare, EX. All right, pack 2 of Mega Brave. Would love to hit the chase out of this one, the Mega Lucario. It's one of the few boxes, modern boxes, that I haven't got the chase out of. Lieutenant Surge. Camerupt. Oh, wicked. Executor. AR, very happy about that. I was honestly thinking that I was going to get little to no hits today. So, this is a great outcome. Pack 3 of Mega Brave. Vero. Ivysaur. A shame we already have him, otherwise he would have gone in the binder. Makuhita and Yveltal reverse. No, Yveltal Hollow. Okay, pack 4 of Mega Brave and our last Mega Brave pack. Come on, Mega Brave, do me justice. Tinkatonk, Tinkatank, Vulpix, Sandslash, and the Dialga Hollow. Our final pack, so let's try and get some of that last pack magic. Come on, baby. We got some last pack magic yesterday. Let's do it again today. Okay, we got Tauros, Kecleon, Banfi, and we did not get the last pack magic. But it's been a good video. We got some decent hits. Let's run through those hits. First, we got Gorgeist SR. Then we got our Sliggoo AR, Absol double rare, and then our Executor AR. If you like what you saw today, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to hit that bell for future videos. Thanks for watching.